What's up, guys? And so today what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be pretty much showing you guys the cars because I have a feeling none of you guys have really got an in-depth look of them. And yeah, so we're going to start off with my '06. It is a red PT Cruiser GT with this 5-speed stick. And yeah, we'll go start with that. So I want you guys to get inside of a 2006 red PT GT. You are welcomed with, this is the GT, so it has the leather interior, came with an auto stick or a 5-speed manual, which this is a 5-speed manual, as you can tell. Ta-da! Go side to side, and so this is it's an updated interior. It has a little bit more of a, I think it's more of like a homier appearance. It has updated cluster radio, these swivel things. This is the seats. These are actually very nice seats. I like these headrests. They're not like a solid headrest like the back ones. They actually have like some like design to them, where I don't think those old ones did have much. And it's a very nice leather that they used. The center console slides back and forth with ease. You got a top one. You can put your phone here, pens here, or you can have whatever else you want to fit up here. Then you have a lower one, which is very deep actually, which has a power socket, and I can put my entire arm down here pretty much. It has this little thing where you can thread a cable for your phone, or you can go into the top one. If I open it, you can see my finger maybe, of where you can thread a cable for another phone. Got a nice sized cup holder, some spare change holder, you got handbrake, shift boot, cup holder, change, a really reasonable sized glove box. There we go. The hazards, I like how this lights up. The other ones didn't do that. It has very nice dash lights. I like all the displays. The lights, nice and bright. These are the back seats of a '06 wagon, and this is the leather interior. Again, I am 6'2". I fit in here nice and reasonable. You got 2 extra cup holders chilling right here, as well as whatever other things you want to put in here. There's also the window switches for the back, of course. A little pocket on the back of the driver's seat, and the passenger seat just gets a nice plastic back. That's the doors. Seat belts are here. There's a button here to flip the seats down. There's no fold-out armrest on any of these cars, sadly, which I wish there was, because that would be awesome. Single light back here, 2 lights up front. This has a sunroof on it, and these are the keys. Okay, so, keys. So you push this button in, you put the seats down, right? This seat might be in the way, maybe not. And once the seat's down, you can pull on this lever here. And the seats fold up, and you can unhook this, and you can tie this lever over to this hook here, or there's 2 little hooks down there to unhook, and yeah, so you can do that. So once you're in the trunk of a PT Cruiser, you'll notice that the trunk is nice and tall. I'm 6'2", and I have plenty of clearance on top of my head, and it's a trunk. This can come down to here. This can go all the way to the bottom. This can go sideways in the back. All the seats fold down. All the back seats come out. And yeah, it's very roomy back here. Tons of things. You can probably fit a good amount of wood back here. Whatever else I can think of. I wish they had power trunks, but you know, it's the '06. What do you expect? Now we're going to hop under the hood. This is the engine bay of the '06 PT Cruiser. They updated the intake plenum from the original aluminum to a plastic intake manifold on the GTs, and the turbo, everything else is the same. This model has 230 wheel horsepower, which is a good amount for, you know, an '06 car. And again, I wish it had like hydraulic struts, which the newer cars had, but you know, got the old prop rods. They work the same way up any other prop rod, and this has a colder intake on it. That's why it looks like that. So for the outside of the PT 2006 era and higher, they updated these taillights from the orange to white. They updated the rear bumper and the front bumper. They also updated the headlights, where the newer ones now have a little lip in them. And yeah, that's the front of the car. We're back in the 06, and we're gonna make sure we're in neutral. That's important. First position, there's no down position on this key. First position is accessory power. Second position is ignition. Clutch in. Start the car. And it's fairly silent. It has a slight stutter because it needs plugs, but that's the factory GT exhaust for you. Well, let's see if it wants to make some little blow-off noises real quick. So it does have a blow-off, but it's an intake or circulation blow-off, but we'll still hear it. Yeah, cheesy, but it's there. And yeah, that's the 06, and it has, you know, some clatter to her. This is the project. It needs motor mounts. So next video, I'll be putting in motor mounts for this car. And yeah, that's the majority of probably what's going to happen in that video. I'm going to be putting motor mounts in this car. Now let's hop over the 05. So on the inside of the 05, you see that they redid this entire center, I don't know what you call this, your center console control. This does not have a actual armrest thing here. It's just open to the back. You do have an extra cup holder though, chilling back here. Little storage area. You got a cup holder here. Handbrakes in the same spot. This one has fold down armrests. These are cloth seats. They're not leather. They're not heated. This does not have a traction control system because that was optional. Yeah, you can see they did a lot of differences in the lights too. These lights are green, and half of them don't work. But you know what I mean. We're gonna be doing a lot of work to these cars anyway. Smaller glove box in the wagon, and the back seats on this car you actually can't access because right here. And yes, this car is a 4-seater. The seats fold forward, and then you have room to access your back seats here, which fold up and down, and they also come out if need be. And yeah, show all the trunk. There's actually no trunk pop on the back of that trunk. Where on the wagons there is a lever, or on this one because it's newer, there's a button underneath that you press and it pops the trunk for you. But on the 05 convertibles, and most of the convertibles I think of this era, there's a button in here to pop the trunk, or a button on the key, and those are the only two ways that you can pop the trunk in this car. And it is a weirdly opening trunk of how it has this pivot here, you can see. It is on struts. It's fairly large for a convertible, and you can see they also, as the newer model, as I said, they got rid of the orange, went to the white, changed up the bumpers. This has a 4-inch pipe through it because turbo, but these are both turbo cars. This is not a GT, but this is yet the Touring Turbo. This car has 190,000 miles on it. It is a champ for still being here. And that one only has 68,000 miles, so that's a little baby. I'll pop the hood for you guys so you can check out what's under this hood. As you see, the design of the headlight doesn't have that little loop like the 06 does, chilling down there. Hood opens the same way. And you can see they went from the aluminum intake to the plastic intake on the 06, but these had an aluminum upper and lower intake manifold. And this one has a VMS Racing coil pack on it. This one really doesn't need that much work. I actually took the cold air intake off this one and threw it on that car because I want that car to have some choo-choo noises because this already has a blow-off on it. Blow-off valve, so. And yeah, I can do a cold start real quick on both these cars if you want to hear it. So let's go do that. First position, nothing. Down is accessory on this. And second position, up, is ignition on. And then start. this car sounds really good, I think, from the back. You get to hear some of that turbo squealing. Copyright law, I can't blah. Alright. And yeah, you know, it has like a little in the front. And that's the 05. One also thing I just want to point out is that this, because it is a touring turbo, it is the touring model, even though it was not unbadged. It says touring underneath there, slightly. It was unbadged. All I left was 04 turbo, because, you know, turbos, but this has drum brakes in the back and disc brakes in the front. No anti-lock brakes, no control systems, no nothing, no traction control, no nothing, nada. This car, because this is a slightly newer, has ABS and traction control, has disc brakes here, and disc brakes in the back, and this is the high output turbo, as well as the GT. And again, that car was just debadged. The VIN number is E, which stands for the touring. And that VIN number is G, I think, which means it's the GT with a stick. And yeah, there's the touring automatic, there's a GT with a stick. So, that car is going to be a pain in my butt. It's going to be a money pit, but it's worth it. That car has already been a money pit, and I'm going to get rid of it eventually. Hopefully not soon, but eventually. And yeah. But yeah, that's the 05 and the 06 PT Cruiser. I just wanted to give you guys a little tour of them. Thanks y'all for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you guys want to keep watching. Also, if you have any questions or anything, you guys can welcome to the comments section. And yeah, I think that's about it. You guys can like if you want to. I'm not forcing it upon any of you. I don't have the authority to do that. That's your own choice. And yeah, that's about it. So, cool. See y'all later.